What up, y'all? You're watching Union Minded. I'm your host, Eric, and today we're going to talk about the life of a union member. What does it entail, or what are our obligations? So one, it entails very early mornings. If you work day shift, 9 times out of 10, your shift starts at 6 a.m. So it's going to require you to get up early bird special. When I work day shift, I would be up at 4 and out of the house by 4:45 or so to make sure I got to work. At least 20 minutes early, because you never know. You want to leave yourself room for, you get a flat tire, you still get there on time. At least that's the mentality I always had coming up as a worker. So early mornings, it's going to require a lot of working in the elements. If it's cold outside, it's gonna be cold in the building because there's no walls. So you're gonna have to learn how to work in the cold. You have to learn how to work in the hot, because when it's hot outside, guess what? There's no AC running. It's hot. So you have to learn how to work in the hot. And I'm just talking about work right now, but you know, union membership goes far beyond work. We're just talking about work right now. So it's hot, you know what I mean? It's cold when it's cold, it's hot when it's hot. You don't have running up water lots of times, so the bathrooms suck. Bathrooms are the worst. Porta-johns. And oh my God, if the GC doesn't clean them often enough. And oh my God, when they are clean, if you're the first one in them. Oh, nightmares. I can't stand porta-johns. It'd be nice if we had running water and suitable bathrooms, but we ain't there yet. Not everywhere. It's not a standard. But, you know, so you got to deal with that. You got to deal with dirty environments. A lot of times, job sites are messy. You know, if the GC isn't providing a labor crew to clean up constantly with the sweep compound and all that good stuff, it's a dirty job. Things are getting better, but it's still it's a dirty job. Then if you're learning in the trade and you're just starting out, you got to deal with school. If you're lucky and you're in a local that provides day school, well, you go to school instead of going to work. You know, however often it's required in that local. For our local, I believe it's once every other week when I went through apprenticeship. So you got school, so now you got to study. You got that going on. And when you all right, so that's the life of the apprentice, and it's hard, right? And you top out. You're still doing all the day stuff, all the grind stuff, but as a union member, you want to be active in your community. You want to be active in your local. To be active in your local means you got to go and participate and volunteer for different activities that the local's putting on. Sometimes it's a political thing and they're canvassing. Well, the local needs people to come out and knock on doors because we got policy we're trying to get passed to improve your lives. That's kind of how the whole thing works. It's a collective thing. So sometimes it's canvassing. Other times it might be helping out with a poker run, you know, raising money for a good cause, building relationships. Sometimes it might be working at a food bank on a Saturday to help out. But all of these things takes time away from your family. So what else is going to happen? You're going to upset your family if you're an active union member. God bless everybody that got enough patience to deal with somebody who's always busy with the local union. It's not easy. It's not easy. You know, you miss things. You know, you got to go on a Saturday, taking away time from your family to help the local. So you're going to have people upset with you a lot. What else you got? Oh, when you meet people in your life, in your day-to-day, when you're out there at the grocery store or whatever, and you meet someone that's a young person, talk up the local, talk up the opportunity, talk up the trades, try to get them into a better position, because we're also supposed to be recruiting. So really, as a union member, a lot is required, but a lot is received, right? We get good pay, good pension, health care. We get a lot of good for what we put in. But this thing all goes away if, as union members, we don't behave as union members. If we behave as just regular employees that just go to work and come home and go to work and come home, yeah, that's great. You're getting the job done, but you're not doing the work to help grow the organization. You're not doing the work to grow the membership, which in turn is how we gain more power, where we can negotiate better wages so that we can live better and work less hours. So if you're one of those cats that just goes to work and just comes home and doesn't really think about anything else, there's more to this than that. That's like the bare minimum, and it's more of a failing grade than the bare minimum. Just going to work and just coming home and just paying your dues, that's not enough. Not when we're hemorrhaging membership and when we're slowly dying. That's not enough. We're in the age of electricity. We should be growing fast, and we're not. And it takes all of us. It takes everybody. You can't just depend on the folks at the hall to do everything. You know what I mean? A lot of times they're busy doing their own thing. It's a lot of upper management stuff that has to get done to where they can't be on the ground level putting in the work. That's where we come in. We come in and we organize and we do the ground level stuff. And that's how this whole thing works. So I hope I've given you a slight bit of insight into what it's like to be a union activist. And remember, fight's not left and right, it's up and down. It's going to take solidarity to win always. Each one teach one. Get out there and reach one. Peace.